It wasn't that long ago that the ultimate symbol of corporate power was your name etched onto a skyscraper. But today, that same power might be coming from a laptop sitting on a kitchen table. The whole idea of the office isn't just changing, it's kind of becoming obsolete.
So, let's put a number on this revolution, okay? 36.2 million. That's how many Americans have swapped their daily commute for a digital connection. And let me be clear, this isn't some temporary trend. It is a massive, seismic shift in our entire economic landscape.
And this brings up a huge strategic question, right? How in the world do you build a business empire when your headquarters isn't a place but a network? How do you project that same authority and professionalism without a physical address? Well, the answer lies in a really powerful innovation, the virtual office. So here's our game plan. We're going to look at how this new world of work came to be. We'll nail down what a virtual office actually is, and then we'll stack up its incredible advantages against some of the hidden challenges. And most importantly, we'll get into the secret sauce for making it all work, building a real, thriving culture without any walls.
All right, first things first, let's set the stage. Why is this conversation so incredibly important right now? Well, it's because we are living through a fundamental reinvention of how and where work actually gets done.
And we're not talking about some slow, gradual shift here. This is an absolute explosion. An extra 16.8 million people have joined the remote workforce in just a handful of years. This isn't just a minor adjustment, it's a whole new paradigm. And frankly, businesses that don't adapt risk getting left behind.
Okay, so that leads us right to the main event. What exactly is a virtual office? It's a term you hear all the time, but what does it really mean?
And this is unbundling of an office's functions. It lets you strategically separate your professional infrastructure from your physical location. You get the best of both worlds. And this breaks down what you actually get. We're talking a prestigious business address for your website and business cards, someone to handle your mail, a professional receptionist answering your calls, and, this is key, access to real physical meeting rooms whenever you need to impress a client. It's the entire professional shell, just without that crazy long-term lease.
So, why does this matter? How does this translate into a real competitive edge? Let's dive into the huge strategic advantages that are pushing companies of all sizes, from brand new startups to massive enterprises, to make this switch.
I mean, when you put them side by side like this, the difference is pretty stark, isn't it? You're basically swapping high fixed costs and geographic chains for low, flexible costs and a completely borderless talent pool. This isn't just about saving money on rent. It's about building a smarter, more agile, and more resilient business from day one.
And the numbers really back this up. Look at this. We're talking about a small setup fee and then a monthly cost that is a tiny, tiny fraction of a traditional office lease. For what you might spend on a couple of client lunches, you can establish a professional presence in a prime business location. It's wild.
But honestly, the real strategy here goes so much deeper than just the price tag. Think about it. With a virtual office, a brand new startup can immediately project the same credibility as a big, established firm. You can test out a new market in another city or even another country without this massive financial gamble. And by cutting out all those daily commutes, you're building a greener, more sustainable company.
Okay, but it's not a magic bullet for every single business. To get the full picture, we have to be realistic and look at the other side of the coin, the potential challenges and maybe some of the hidden costs. And these are really crucial points to think about.
Technology? That's the easy part. The real challenge? It's making a group of people, scattered all over the place, feel like a real cohesive team.
I love this quote from Debbie Frey's at HubSpot because it just nails the human side of this. The shift to remote work can feel, well, weird. It's unnatural, even for the most social and collaborative people, and it requires a completely new playbook from leaders to make it all click.
And this right here is the fundamental truth of the virtual workplace. The tech is just a tool. Success isn't about having the right software. It's about being intentional and proactive about building human connection. You literally have to design the spontaneous moments that a physical office gives you for free.
So how do you actually do that? Well, here's a powerful, actionable framework. It starts with leaders being genuinely open and available. It means you have to carve out time for casual, non-work chats. You've got to plan fun virtual activities, go out of your way to show gratitude so people feel seen, and this is a big one, build a culture where over-communicating is the norm. And let's just zoom in on that informal bonding idea.
These aren't just abstract concepts. We're talking about simple, concrete actions any manager can start doing tomorrow. Don't just dive into business in a meeting. Ask about someone's weekend first. Schedule a virtual coffee break where work talk is actually banned. Use tools that randomly pair people up for a quick chat. These little rituals are the glue that holds a virtual team together.
So, when you boil it all down, the takeaway is crystal clear. A virtual office gives you incredible strategic advantages, flexibility, a global reach, massive cost savings. But at the end of the day, it's just a tool. The engine of any great business, whether its walls are made of glass or lines of code, is always going to be the strength of its human connections.
And this all leaves us with a really fascinating question for the future. We've untied work from buildings, and we've turned it into a service. As this line between the physical and the digital keeps getting blurrier, what will the office of tomorrow actually be? Will it be a place, a service, or maybe just a state of mind? The answer is being written right now by the businesses bold enough to lead the change.